Hey guys, it's Mike here back with another video. Today we're going to be covering how to macro on Android, specifically like your phone or your tablet, anything that isn't an iOS device. I was going to make an iOS tutorial, but the only current method on how to macro using iOS is assistive touch, and that's very buggy at times. So I'd rather show you guys something that works fully rather than something that works half of the time. So without further ado, let's get right into that tutorial. Okay, so we're on my phone right now. So the apps that you'll be needing is the auto clicker app. So any sort of auto clicker app on the Play Store. I use this one specifically. There's a few permissions that you need to turn on in app, so I'll be showing you which permissions to turn on, and then you'll just need Roblox. I also recommend having a draw on screen app of some sort. It just helps with having like your macro like placements down, so I can show you how to do that. So first you want to open your auto clicker app. It's going to ask you for some accessibility settings. You just need to accept those, so you're going to hit OK and then installed apps, and then it says auto clicker, and then you just let it turn on. That's the only setting you have to turn on from here. So then you just go back and then enable multi-target mode. In settings you want to have the delay like 300 to 400 milliseconds, so that it isn't too fast, but it also doesn't take too long to place down your units. Sometimes it'll show up ads, so just close those and then enable. So you'll see this little window pop up here. This is gonna be your macro setup. So the play icon as play, add adds dots under your screen, minus removes those dots, and then this is a swiping action. So say you need to turn your camera around, this could be it. Alright, so now that we're on Roblox with our auto clicker open, what you need to know is which units to use first off. So if you've watched my last video, you guys should know which units to use specifically. But if you don't already, it's always good to have some sort of good opener unit. So like Ichigo Godly, Giorno is still decent in opening. You can have like Benimaru. Benimaru is also a decent opener. It depends on the maps you're doing, so you always want to make sure you know what you're using. So for this tutorial I'm going to use Ichigo Godly and then just some sort of farm. So idle, we'll take idle here. So once you have your units, you just have to know that, and then say we're going to do like a raid. Let's do a raid, yeah. Okay, so now that we're in a stage, basically what you need to know is that having seamless replay on for mobile is decent. It just helps with like not having to reset your placement every single time you spawn in. So basically, rule of thumb is to start by placing your farm down. Then you're gonna add two buttons to first select the placement and then confirm the placement. Basically, you're just emulating how you play the game, except this time the buttons are doing it for you. So let's say this does idle, so 1, and then confirm replacement with 2, 3, 4. Select Ichigo. 5, 6 is where he's being placed, and then 7 we select idle for upgrade. Roughly here is where the upgrade area is. 8, and then we select Ichigo and then his upgrade area, and then we just press the start button and then possibly the retry button if it's here. So let's give it a shot. So the upgrade button has moved a little bit. We'll put a finger on the screen just to hold it over. So I'm going to move these over to about there. Using the screen marker is also very good for this, as it just gives you the positions for most of the items. It just helps out in the long run. Guess you have to make a button to click over here, I guess. 8, 9, so we're gonna move 9 over here, 10 over here, 11, 12, 13. There you go. There you go. Now it's working. So over time, this should just run the whole macro. Once the stage is done, we'll set the retry button in the right place, and that's about it. And then you just let it run. Right, so now that the stage is over, we can move the retry button that we know to where the retry button actually is. So now that the macro we know it works, I'll just do a quick run just to show you guys. If you guys are using multiple units, just make sure to always have a click away and then select for the upgrade of the unit, because the upgrade UI will be in the way here. So just make sure you know that, and then you guys are good. So let's do like one run with just the macro. Alright, so that's the macro actually working, a full complete stage as you guys see. So just a few tips and tricks for you guys. Just make sure that you remember which buttons you're supposed to be pressing. It's basically like just repeating your actions over and over again. So whatever you press in game, you just want to make sure you're pressing here as well. Also, to do any stage, make sure you're not doing more than like 3 units. Usually when you go to 4 or 5, maybe a full squad of units, it starts getting a little buggy just because the game is laggy itself. Just ALS is built like that. So just make sure you're being cautious of how your device is and how long you can keep it running. Alright, so thank you for watching the tutorial. This tutorial was meant for Android users only, so if you're an iOS user watching, I apologize in advance that you watched the whole video, but thank you for watching. Please make sure to do all the algorithm stuff, like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for everyone who commented and liked on the last video for this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, be sure to join my Discord. Link will be in the description, or on the screen right now is the invite code. If you guys have any other questions or would you like to see another video, please make sure to comment down below. Let me know which video would you like to see next. We can do I have a lot of different ideas prepared for this channel, and if you guys would like to keep supporting and watching me, that would be amazing. So that's all for me from now. Thank you guys for watching, and have yourselves a blessed day.